There's a spot in Philly called There's a spot in Philly called Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Let's Get Cereal, the weekly show where I, your host, Alyssa Marino, eat cereal and talk about stuff. Now, as you can see, I am flying solo today, aside from my cereal, but no special guests. And that's okay, because I have many, many more coming your way very soon in upcoming episodes. Now, a little birdie may have told you recently, aka I posted about it on Twitter, that I started a Patreon for Let's Get Cereal, full of exclusive content, photo sets, and patron-only voting powers. Today's cereal comes from one of those patron-only votes, so thank you to my patrons who helped me pick today's cereal. And if you want to become a patron and support the show, be sure to check out the Patreon. Well, without further ado, let's get to today's cereal. Drum roll, please. Kashi Go Love Chocolate Crunch. Now, one of the things that I found very interesting about this is 10 grams of protein, which is fantastic, and also, can you see that? Vegan! Amazing! So this actually has plant protein, multigrain clusters, and fair trade chocolate. I mean, sign me right the heck up, right? Definitely a very soft, natural chocolatey scent coming through. Okay, to look at these clusters, they're definitely giving me some like mega granola vibes, which is cool. This is a really weird comparison, but the texture feels soft and powdery, almost like astronaut ice cream. Do you remember astronaut ice cream? There's a spot in Philly called the Franklin Institute, which would have all kind of different like sciencey things and exhibits, and they used to sell, they had like a big planetarium where you could, look at all the stars and satellites and stuff like that. But they used to sell astronaut ice cream. Yum. I used to do field trips there as a kid. So much fun. But, nevertheless, we continue on for our cereal. Let's add the milk and make it a party. Now, I don't want to go in with too big of like a mega cluster on my first pass, so let's try and find, I still want a cluster, but I don't want it to be like, overwhelming. Okay, I have a saturated cluster that I got my eye on right here. Got a little bit of milk. My friends, Kashi Go Love Chocolate Crunch. Let's get cereal. The chocolate hits at the very, very end. So I was like kind of munching along, waiting for it. So it does have a little touch of sweetness at the very tail end of the bite. Very, very palatable clusters. Oh my gosh, my friends, word of the day. Palatable. I feel like I might have used that word incorrectly. So hang on, I'm going to double check it. I used it correctly. Palatable. So yes, quite tasty. A very satisfying crunch. And being that it's vegan, just makes me feel a little bit better than everybody else. My friends, I hope that you realize that was a Scott Pilgrim reference. And if you don't, shame on you. Go watch Scott Pilgrim. Now, I wasn't super expecting this because I was considering this like, oh, it's like a healthy cereal. It's not like a fun cereal. But this is starting to chocolatify my milk. That's a made-up word. But we're going to make that our other word of the day. We have to make up for lost time. We've had so many special guests recently, which I've been so grateful and honored to have on the show. But we need to make up for lost time with our words of the day. Chocolatey. The Kashi Go Love Chocolate Crunch cereal is chocolatifying my milk. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay. The cereal is almost like if you were to take the oats of Honey Bunches of Oats and like mash it together with Cocoa Puffs. But like the natural, like Annie's Cocoa Bunnies that we tried. Cocoa Bunnies, natural chocolate flavor with the clusters of Honey Bunches of Oats, but without the honey flavor. Yeah. I think half of the lure of this being a healthy cereal is the fact that you get a full-on like workout of your jaw just by eating the darn stuff. Thank goodness this has so much protein because I'm definitely building some jaw muscles today. And alas, my friends, the time has come. Bottoms up. Super tasty, very subtle chocolate almond milk at the end of my bowl of cereal. My final thoughts are that Kashi Go Love didn't blow me away. It didn't super disappoint either. It was kind of right in the middle. I'd say it leans a little bit more toward the good than toward the bad. So maybe we'll give it a 6.5. I think that's fair. 6.5 for Kashi Go Love chocolate. The chocolate taste was delightful, not overpowering. The crunch was good. It was substantial. It was all right. No complaints. My friends, thank you so much for tuning in for today's episode. Don't forget that you can show your love for Let's Get Cereal by getting your Let's Get Cereal t-shirt at belowthecollar.com and by joining my Patreon. If you're a fan of Let's Get Cereal, you can catch new episodes on YouTube every single Saturday. I would suggest checking out these fine episodes. Can't go wrong. Either one. Pretty good. And until next time, my friends, continue to do your best to be your best. And I will see you later.